All right, welcome back. We're going to get into graphs of logarithms. Okay, so graphs of logarithms. Now, I should more appropriately write y equals. Okay, so let's take first the graph of y equals e to the x. Let's draw that in red. So y equals a to the x. Okay, this is for a being bigger than 1. Okay, it goes through this point, 0, 1, 1, a. Now, if we have the line y equals x, remember the logarithm is the inverse of the exponential. So that means it's going to switch places. So it's going to go through 1, 0, and then another point, a, 1. It's going to look like so. Okay, this is for a bigger than 0. So let's talk real quick about the domain and range. So domain of y equals log base a to the x is from 0 to infinity. Okay, notice this is the same as the range of y equals a to the x. Okay. Likewise, the range of y equals logarithm, that's going to be from negative infinity to infinity. Remember, that's the set of y values. This goes down to negative infinity and keeps going up to positive infinity. Okay? But when you go left, you've got a barrier here you can't cross. That's that 0 that was here in the domain. Okay? This is equivalent to the domain of y equals a to the x. Okay? The y equals a to the x, this one, the x values here go from negative infinity to infinity, but the y values go from 0 up to infinity. Okay? So, just remember that sort of relationship. The domain here is the allowable x values in the logarithm, in the blue. Okay? It's actually not a bad idea. Let's change the color here. Okay, so the domain here corresponds with the range here. Okay, let's go ahead and do a problem. Let's take y equals log base 4 of x plus 1. We're going to find the domain. Vertical asymptotes. and graph. Okay, so our domain. We're restricted here. Whatever goes inside the logarithm has to be bigger than 0. Okay, that's actually a new domain rule. Whatever goes inside the logarithm has to be bigger than 0. So x is bigger than -1. Okay, now x equals -1 is our vertical asymptote. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, we're going to graph this. So x equals -1 is our vertical asymptote. The reason we're going to graph it is actually we can do a lot with this. So log base 4 of 0 plus 1, this is for x equals 0, that's going to equal 0. So we have a point here at 0, 0. Let's do another point. Let's take x equals 1. So that means we have log base 4 of 1 plus 1, log base 4 of 2. That's 1/2, right? Because 2 is the square root of 4. Okay, so we let this be 1. When x equals 1, we get 1/2. Do another one. Log base 4 of 3 plus 1. That's x equals 3. That's log base 4 of 4. That equals 1. So 2, 3, 1. And now we're going to go ahead and just draw the graph. So this is the graph of y equals log base 4 of x plus 1. Okay, see you in the next video.